Hello, everyone. Welcome to the championship match of season 2. We are finally here after the entire 20-person regular season, the entire Sweet 16 bracket. We are down to the final 2 here of Harry and KMeeks, getting all the way down from this group of 20 we see here to being the final 2 standing, the 1 seed at the 120 points in the regular season, KMeeks at the 90 points for the 6 seed. This is how they got here in terms of their playoff journey. Harry, obviously being the 1 seed, he took out Anthony. Then he took out Gooch, and then he took out George Carmi. And then KMeeks had to be an underdog in 2 different matchups in terms of seeding. After beating Nalbus in round 1, he was able to beat Byron and then Josiah to get us here to these final 2. So how are you two fellas feeling? We'll start with KMeeks. You've had some underdog wins in the past 2 rounds to get here. You got to get one more to be able to claim the championship. How are you feeling?
You know, I've never been this nervous in my life, but what I will say is that lots of people get remembered for being almost winners, and I want to win. Okay, I was the 1 seed in season 1. I failed. I'm in the championship now. I don't want to fail. I want to win. So the nerves are going to have to go away. And I'm also repping my Team USA basketball shirt because I've only faced international opponents the whole way to the championship. I thought it was fitting that I would represent America and show a little Team USA pride.
True. I love it. I love to hear 3 different countries too. That this could be you're taking on 3 different. This is a true Olympic summer. Harry, how are you feeling?
Nervous as always. I hate this word underdog. I got to the number 1 seed on pure luck. I flipped a coin a couple of times, and that's how I got 120. I'm wearing my ReelTok hat to kind of get some sway and get some Nicolas Cage questions in there. And wearing my Sydney Swans scarf. If sport of the nation of Australia is Aussie rules, AFL. Sydney Swans are the best team, literally. I'm ready. I'm keen. I'm excited. I'm a big fan of KMeeks. Big fan. So just to be here in his presence is the championship for myself, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Oh, now I don't want to win.
Well, now you got an excuse. You can say, well, he's such a nice guy that you gave him the win. But make sure you leave a like down below. Share this with a friend. Put a lot of effort into the season, trying to figure out things for season 3. So please share this around. Leave a like if you're enjoying it. Leave a comment. Of course, avoid spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet. But please help share this around. Put a lot of effort into this thing. But let's go ahead and get into this. So the championship round, here's the format, what we're going to be going through today. It's going to be the bulkiest trivia we've seen so far. Obviously, each round's kind of gotten longer and longer. 6 rounds total for 500 points will be the overall points you can grab today. Round 1 is going to be Guess the Poster. Round 2 is going to be Know Thy Enemy. Round 3 is going to be Graph Match. Round 4, Ride the Bus. Round 5, Match the Tomatoes. And round 6 is the movie, Guess the Movie game. Real Reveal is the name we're going with. A shout out to Alan, one of the people in the ReelTok Discords. His username's Relapse. Came up with the idea for the name because I was like, Guess the Movie's too bland for that game we've been doing. So Real Reveal is what it is.
Oh,
that's the final
awesome.
round 6.
That's good name.
Good name.
Cheers to Alan. Good branding there. So we got 6 rounds here, total 500 points. All of these, except Know Thy Enemy, are stuff we've seen before, so they're not going to be new games to you. But let's go ahead and get through this and start with Guess the Poster. So we're going to have 10 different posters here. Pretty standard. You guys have both been through this before, so I'm going to give you a small snippet of the poster, and you have to tell me what movie it is. With internet delays, if it's like at all close whatsoever, we're just going to say tie, no one gets points. This is going to be more so like if it's a clear victor, we're going to give the points to try and eliminate internet and, separated different continents here. So first poster, let's go ahead and get into this thing.
The Holdovers.
Harry gets it for the Holdovers, 10 points off the bat.
Great movie.
10 points. 1 poster down. On to poster number 2.
Eraserhead?
Not Eraserhead. So now, Kevin, you'll get a chance to guess, but if you don't get it, we'll just give 0 across the board.
I'm going to not be able to get this one. I'm going to go. Geez, wow. Maybe you put in one of my movies. Now, let me just guess, like, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It is not. It is Scream. Scream is the right answer. Tough ones. Like I said, try to make these a little difficult. Some of them are going to be a little easier. Some of them are going to be harder. Going on to poster number 3.
Problemista?
Not Problemista. So Harry, you'll get 1 guess here.
Yep. I know this as well. I don't know. Keep it rolling. National Treasure.
not National Treasure. The right answer is Bones and All. Bones and All.
man.
Thought that one might have been one you would be able to get, both of you.
I
But,
definitely should have.
Yeah, so
She
said,
we're getting
the pressure's
zoomed in.
getting to us, Tyler. Right?
on to
Grand
number
game.
4 here. On to number 4.
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
KMeeks gets that one. That was a clear KMeeks victory on the Gladiator. Obviously topical right now with Gladiator 2 coming out. So we've tied it up almost halfway through. It's 10-10. Going into poster number 5.
Fall Guy.
Crash.
Not Fall Guy, not Crash. It is Triangle of Sadness. 0 points across the board there.
Million guesses I wouldn't have picked.
No, I was not thinking that either.
No.
Halfway through now, 10-10. Going into poster number 6.
City of God.
City of God is
wow.
correct. City of
That's
God
for
is
you,
right.
Jay. That's for you,
10
Jay.
points.
That was good. That was good.
Going on
Great
to poster number 7.
Rosemary's Baby.
Damn it!
Nice.
Oh,
Rosemary's
I had
Baby. I thought that was a trickier one. It's a very
Good one.
faded, dull poster. It's hard to really make anything out of a small snippet there unless you're going to do the carriage. So we're back tied going into poster number 8, 20-20.
Black Klansman. No,
Not Black Klansman. So Harry, you'll get a chance to get one guess.
What the fuck is this? Ford versus Ferrari. I'm not sure.
Not Ford versus Ferrari. When you said the I thought you were there with Full Metal Jacket, but
No,
not
no,
right. Not right. 2 posters
That's
left, tied
fucking
20-20. So kind of my hope, it's always scary making trivia because the last thing you want is someone to run away with it. So round 1, even if someone gets the last 2, clearly it's a pretty close round. So 20-20 going to post number 9.
Coraline.
Coraline is correct. So it's
Wow.
30-20 now.
Oh, I love
Coraline
that
is right.
fucking movie, man.
Final poster. Can KMeeks tie it up? Can Harry extend the lead? Or are we going to stick at 30-20 at the end of this round? Poster number 10.
I think I know this one.
So do I. Stop Making Sense.
Not Stop Making Sense. So KMeeks, you get one guess.
Oh,
Do it, Kevin.
I don't think I know it actually. Fuck. I don't know. Luck of the Irish.
Not Luck of the Irish. It's Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc.
damn.
I thought that was going to be, we saw earlier with the Whiplash Sound of Metal pulled the rug out. I was wondering if that would be a little Shrek pulled it from the rug out and do Monsters Inc. But neither
I saw
you
the
got it.
smile after I said it.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
So 30-20 we're at after round 1. So clearly still anyone's game. There's 100 points up for grabs that round, a fifth of all the overall points, and it's still a 10-point game.
Well done, Kevin.
You too,
on
Harry.
now.
I was nervous I was going to get screwed over on the poster.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a couple of surprises you got, and then there's a couple of surprises you didn't get. But that's you just never know when you're making these questions what people will know, and what people won't. So this is the first. This is a new one in terms of we haven't seen this yet before. It's called Know Thy Enemy. It's only for 25 points, and basically what it's going to be is so KMeeks. These are going to be movies you have rated. So this question's for Harry now. So KMeeks can sit back and do nothing. Harry, you are answering this question here. So 5 movies. Deadpool, Another Round, Vice, Miami Vice, and Elvis. And all these are, either 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5 stars. You got to tell me which one is which for KMeeks, and you'll get 5 points for each one you match up correctly.
Oh, well, I'm the biggest KMeeks stan over here.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not sure if you know this. I actually memorize it. I just know Deadpool's 1-star, which, to be honest, on rewatch, fucking fair enough. Deadpool 1-star. I want to say Another Round is 5-star.
And I'm making note of what you're guessing on here, and I'll ask you
Emily.
to lock it in before, so you don't have to worry about remembering.
Appreciate it.
I'm not even sure I know all of these.
What do you think of Elvis, Kevin? You like Elvis?
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
I want to go Deadpool 1, Another Round 5. I think they're locked in. Because if you don't give Another Round 5, Kevin, we're going to have words.
Okay. Deadpool at 1, Another Round at 5. So you have the 2,
locking
3,
them in. Yeah, locking them in. I'm not second guessing this. I reckon he likes Miami Vice more than most. Rightfully so. I think Miami Vice fucks. I'm going to get Elvis 2-star. Oh, but he might love Elvis. Vice 3-star, Miami Vice 4-star. I'm gonna lock that in.
Let me make sure. So you guessed Deadpool at 1 star, Elvis at 2, Vice at 3, Miami Vice at 4, and Another Round at 5.
Well, can I change?
Yep, sure.
Deadpool 1 star. I'm not sure if he's an Anime K stan or not. Deadpool 1 star. Elvis 2, Miami Vice 3, Vice 4, another round 5.
So you're swapping the two vices. So we got
Yes.
from 1 to 5, so top to bottom. I just look on your screen. You have Deadpool, Elvis, Miami Vice, another round.
Yep.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the reveal, you got one of them right. You got Deadpool correct. Deadpool as a 1, and then Elvis being a 3, Vice being a 2.
Stars, Kevin.
Yep.
Oh, Kevin.
5 points. But
Sorry.
this is a smaller grouping of the overall points. So you got 5 out of the 25 there. So now, Kevin, you have a chance to make up some ground as a Harry, one round 1. It's your turn to go through Harry's and see how well you know your enemy in Harry. So your 5 movies.
Is a cool game, Tyler. This is cool.
5 movies here: Mother, Ambulance, Black Widow, The Whale, and Lightyear. And same thing. He has, each of these, one of these rated, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. Match these up. 5 points for each one you get right.
Wow. Okay. Well, in my head, I was like, as long as I get more than 1 right, I'll feel good. But now that I'm looking at these, I might just put them all in the wrong spot. I'm going to be honest. Okay. So the thing is, I know that I hate The Whale, but I know that lots of people like The Whale. And there are technically 4 contenders here for 1 star movies. And because of that, I feel like The Whale would be higher and not the 1 star, because I don't know. Some people hate Mother, some people like it, so that's possible. Black Widow, people hate certain MCU movies, especially Black Widow. Lightyear, bottom tier Pixar by most people's standards, I think. So I guess The Ambulance is the only one I'm not considering for a 1 star, but that could also be a hated movie. I don't think Harry would hate Ambulance. That'd be sad if he did. Good movie. Okay. I'll go Lightyear is the 1 star, and I'm not going to lock anything in yet.
Yeah.
Just for my
I'll write down your rough draft.
Yeah. Rough draft. Lightyear 1 star, Black Widow 2 star. My thing here is that 2 of these are directed by Aronofsky, and so I don't think 1 would be at the bottom and 1 would be at the top. I think they'd both either be positive or both negative, and I don't think they're the 1 and 2 stars. So I'll go Ambulance 3. No, okay. Fuck. Ambulance 4 star, Mother 3 star, The Whale 5 star.
All right. So what you have down, this isn't locked in. This is your rough draft. So from top to bottom, the 1 down to 5, you guessed Lightyear, then Black Widow, then Mother, then Ambulance, then The Whale.
Yeah. I almost want to I think my odds are higher if I just bet on Harry being a real big Aronofsky fan and I flip Ambulance and Mother with the 3 and 4 star. I'm still a little bit iffy on that 1 and 2 star because I think either of those could be the 1 star movies here. But I think I'm pretty confident in that. So yeah, Mother moves to 4 stars, Ambulance at 3 stars, and Whale stays at 5 stars. Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Well, you also got 1 right, and at least you can keep your chin up because that switch you did at the last second wouldn't have changed anything.
Okay.
It's funny, having the answer keys. You're like, there's no way you'd have 1 Aronofsky at the bottom, 1 at the top. That's exactly what it ends up being with Mother and The Whale. So you both get 5 points. Clearly, you both don't know each other. But also obviously I gamified this to where all of Harry's and all of KMeeks are very much like some people love, some people hate movies.
Right.
So it's could be literally anywhere. But that was a fun one. I was wondering how that would go.
Can I just defend Lightyear? I just like the cat. That's why it's 4 stars.
Yeah, Lightyear I was not expecting to be that high. That's what really
to be honest, I can't remember how much I rated that because I think I went to the premiere and I think it's probably that's kind of inflated the score probably, but Mother fucking sucks. I'm sorry if you like it. I fucking hate
I haven't seen it, so that's okay.
Fair play.
Well, we're at 35 to 25, so same gap in points as we were at the end of round 1.
Sick,
that was a fun one. That was fun to see where you guys went there. And so now we're on to round 3. And we got matching game. So KMeeks is going up first, so Harry can sit back and relax. The difference from last time is we don't have the scores in there to make it even more difficult, but also makes it a little more even random because you don't know what those bars are adding up to, but you obviously know where, from left to right what they are, but you don't know exactly what the average equates to. So this is where you might need a little scratch paper, work yourself through them in terms of, these 5 movies.
Famously in the last round got all 5 of these right. So
but now without the number, we'll see if you're
not confident whatsoever.
The 5 movies are RRR, Rush Hour, A Star Is Born, the newest version, The Killer, and Spotlight. And we have the 5 graphs there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out I'm gonna bring out the pen and paper for this one. I think Rush Hour is an interesting one to have on here because I do like that movie, but I have not watched it in I don't know how. I actually couldn't give you like a specific time that I watched it. It's been that long. So no real gauge of what people think about that movie. The other ones I have like a rough idea. There's a really positive graph here, and I kind of immediately want to assume that really positive one, the B one, I guess it would be, is RRR. I know people really liked that. And then from there, who's to say, really? I feel like Spotlight would be kind of the most 4-star movie in history, so maybe it's the C graph. I actually like Spotlight a lot, but just like the perception by the public, like best picture winner, but also like not a movie that people talk about all that much. I could see people watching it and be like, yeah, that was a 4-star movie, So, so that could be C. That E graph is really throwing me off without knowing the average rating. It just dips so hard at the top, but it's so positive. That could be, I could see that being The Killer. Oh man, I didn't even factor in A Star Is Born as well, which is a really difficult one to measure. I would guess that I'd guess that the A graph is Rush Hour, but God, I mean, I don't know. Not knowing my Rush Hour is really screwing me here almost. There's a lot of 5 stars on that A graph though. Would it be crazy if I like tried to do the math for what the average would be in my head and then like just make up my own averages to assign to the movies? Is that a crazy like strategy?
I don't think anything's crazy with what Tyler does here. So.
Like I'm just like thinking, I'm like, if I could just picture like what the rating is for each of these and then just kind of like assign them ratings, that might work. Because from top to bottom, okay, let's see. From top to bottom, RRR would be 1. I think Spotlight would be 2. Killer would be 3. Maybe, oh fuck, people like A Star Is Born, don't they? No, that's fine. It could be 4 and then Rush Hour's 5. So that would, okay, yeah. I'm pretty happy with the B for RRR because that looks like it would be the highest average rating. I mean, that's got a lot of 5 stars. And then for Spotlight, the second highest average rating here would probably be C, I guess. I don't know. There's really nothing on the negative end of the C graph. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, yeah. So Spotlight would be C. I'm right. I'm kind of on brand there. And then I guess E would be the next highest average. No, maybe A. Oh, I'm not considering A. Okay. Maybe A Star Is Born is A. Or The Killer. No, The Killer's probably got to be a little bit lower. Yeah, let's go with A Star Is Born A, The Killer E, and then I guess Rush Hour would be D. That's confusing though, and I don't know if that's... Well, no, D must be higher than E. Okay, trying to calculate the average ratings is too confusing. I don't think this is working in my head.
I like the method though.
It's just like impossible because the D has like a little bit more 5 stars, so that probably bumps it over the E, but then it kind of goes like it's just like it's too hard to... Man, okay. Okay, I have answers written down, but I'm not confident in any of these, so that's why I'm really confused here. I'm confident that B is RRR for the time being. I am confident that Rush Hour should probably be the lowest, even though it's probably not the worst movie here, but assuming it's Letterboxd ratings, probably the lowest. So let's do Rush Hour. Is A the low? I can't even tell. No, A must be higher. Oh gosh. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with what I wrote down because I don't want to. I'm gonna get in my own head too much. I think I might as well just kind of throw some guesses out there and pray for the best. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at that E graph and it's really making me.
You're good.
I'm so torn between The Killer and Rush Hour. I think those are the bottom two, but they might not be. Okay, fuck it. Let's do RRRB. Rush Hour would then be D. A Star Is Born would be A. The Killer would be E. And Spotlight would be C. Could people dislike Spotlight? Could Spotlight be like A? I guess that's a possibility. That must be.
So right now, from left to right, just like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have B, D, A, E, C as your guess.
B, D, A, E, C. Correct. Yes.
Is that
the only thing I'm contemplating is Spotlight now because I didn't even think about that earlier. But I guess it's possible that people could be disappointed by Spotlight and it doesn't have such a right-leaning graph. I'm just gonna risk it. Fuck it. Whatever I had written down, I'll go with the gut.
Yep. So B, D, A, E, C, locking it in.
Yep.
Perfectly done for 50. Very well done.
Well this done. Is what I do. This is what I do.
Well done.
Because I was like making notes of what you're going, and I was like, you did really well when you're just doing the chart. And they started calculating. I'm like, oh, this might throw them completely off because like you're doing so well. Why are you trying to start to calculate things now? But it still got you the right place, and you kind of abandoned that strategy about halfway. And you're like,
I kept my original answers written down just in case that strategy screwed me.
Yeah. So now KMeeks takes the lead. Harry, you have a chance to take the lead right back, be able to get 5. Going on to your turn now. So KMeeks, you can sit back and relax.
Well done, Kevin. That was master at work then. Very
impressive. Thank you.
Your 5 movies are The Batman, The Last Duel, The Notebook, Mission Impossible,
Signs.
and Signs.
Yeah,
Signs appears. The mutual love of the signs between these two. But there's the 5 movies. Match those graphs.
I fucking love The Batman, but like it is pretty universally loved, right? The Batman. I'm just looking down at my scratch paper is whiteboard. I'm just working it out.
All right, I trust you.
I think it's universally loved. I'm thinking Batman's either A or B because I think it's more universally loved, but the B, the most kind of 5 stars, kind of throws me a bit. The Last Duel. I fucking love The Last Duel. What does my people? I think I give Last Duel like 4. So that would be most people. I think this stresses me out. I wasn't stressed at all when Kevin was doing this. This is fucking tough, Tyler. I'm thinking Last Duel's either D or E because I think it's like I don't want to say universally, but it's like majority liked to loved. If you know what I mean. Like I think Last Duel fucks. I think Signs. Me and Kevin can agree. Signs fucks on a galactic scale.
Kind of a masterpiece.
I think so as well. I think it's by far his best movie, and I love M. Night. He's just so exciting. Can't wait for Trap. But I do think a lot of people think that that's kind of like a mid film for him because they're stupid. Sorry. So I think Signs is gonna be potentially C. Oh man, but surely there's more people gives it 5 stars. This is I get what you mean, Kevin, when how much you get into your own head.
Yeah, without the averages, you're really just kind of
you're just
making things up a little bit.
You're kind of just winging it.
It's like a Rorschach diagrams. You just look at an image, and you're like, I think that is this.
No, that's actually exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have good like I don't even know what the word for that is.
Noted Watchmen fan, Kevin. Rorschach.
Okay. All right. I think the Batman is 1. I think the Batman's 1.
So A.
Oh.
Like it's the first
The
draft.
Batman is 1. Yeah. So yeah, A. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's very early in the morning for me. I think the Batman's A purely because I think it's universally loved. So it's like 4.55 is kind of equalish, but it's going to be higher there. That means that I think The Last Duel, I've got as like a lot of people giving it 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars, and I think that's universally, that's everyone that I've talked to gives it 4 stars. So that's why I think there's going to be a peak at 4 stars, and that's why I've given that E. So AE so far. Notebook. Notebook, I see a lot of people giving it 5 stars. I don't personally give it 5 stars. I think it's great, but I do think it's one of those movies that some people would give it 5 stars as a joke, and that would kind of like rise that. But it's also like, it's like a modern classic romance film. So so far I've locked in A and E for 1 and 2. I'm thinking B is for 3. But this is my 4 and 5 dilemma here, Kevin. Let me talk you through this. So
talk your opponent through it.
So Signs and Mission Impossible, if they're C and D, they're the same fucking graph. But it's like, who gives
similar?
Yeah, who gives more 5 stars to which one? And I think that less people give a 5-star to Signs than Mission Impossible. Because the first Mission Impossible is fucking sick, and it's also like starter of franchise. And just some people just hate Signs for some reason. So I think Signs is going to be C and Mission Impossible is going to be D. That's what I've got written down so far. And then that would mean that the odd one out would be Notebook, which would be B. So 1 to 5, Tyler, I've got A, E, B, D, C.
All right, locking that in.
I am locking that in.
All right. Well, you did very well, but not perfect. C and D, the final 2 you had were the ones that were flipped. Unfortunately, more people give Signs 5 stars than they do Mission Impossible 1. But I don't have the numbers next to me, but it looks like Signs might have like the lower average rating because that 3.5 is a lot higher than the Mission Impossible one is. But very close nonetheless.
I'm okay to lose points there with more people loving Signs.
Yeah. Well, you still did very well. You got the first 3 completely right. Now there's still a 10-point gap between you two with KMeeks 75, Harry 65. So at least so far, no one's even come close to running away with this thing. Back and forth we go. Going on to number 4 now, round number 4. We got Ride the Bus, and this time we're doing IMDb. And so it's Harry's turn. So KMeeks are still relaxing while Harry rides this bus, see how many he can go. So there's 5 total you can get. So 10 points for each one you get right, for the opportunity to get up to 50 points here. Your starter movie is Saltburn at a 7.0 on IMDb. And from there, you're going to have to tell me, is Hell or High Water higher or lower?
Oh, fuck. See, IMDb, Tyler, no one reads that shit.
Yeah, throwing an IMDb for this instead is quite the good curveball, because the Letterboxd was too easy for all us Letterboxd addicts. Now we really have to think.
Yeah. Sweet. Tyler. I want to give it higher.
Higher?
That's
just what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking out loud. Like I want to give it higher because it fucking rules. Yeah, I'm going to give it higher.
Higher is correct. 10 points locked in. So you've tied it up now. Now see if you can start building a lead. Next movie here.
Fucking Christ, Tyler. This is so stressful.
Next movie is Boyhood. Is it above or below a 7.6?
We know Boyhood, Tyler.
Yep. Go check out the Love Death Movies podcast. I was just a guest on there. We talked Boyhood for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we did. Sorry, I took up so much of your time, Tyler. You're a good
Must have not mentioned the IMDb score on that podcast, did you?
No, we didn't. We did everything else. Fuck. IMDb is so difficult to kind of like gauge, you know? Because like it could be super.
The audience is much different than the one on Letterboxd. I will say that.
But like, my problem here, Kevin, is that it fluctuates so much, and like an 8 is huge on IMDb.
Right.
People love Boyhood, and it's like Linklater at his what I think is like one of Linklater's best. I'm gonna go higher because it's like so. I think it could be like 8.1. I'm gonna go higher.
Oops. Higher is correct. 7.9. Okay. So you're at 20 points now. You've retaken the lead. Your next movie here, Die Hard.
Oh yeah, Die Hard rules.
Above or below is 7.9.
Should be a 10. Oh, Die Hard fucking rules, man. But do people love it as much as me? I reckon it holds up. I reckon Die Hard holds up. See, this is the best Christmas movie of all time. So for it to be, I'm going to go higher.
They say.
Yeah, that's what they say. Higher.
Higher is correct. 8.2. You're at 30 points now on this bus ride. Next movie you got here to continue trying to build on that lead, Mad Max Fury Road. Above or below an 8.2.
Oh, Mad Max is sick. I'm Australian. If you didn't know this, Kevin. It's kind of
hard. It was hard to tell. Yeah,
it's kind of all we have, you know. See, but this is the thing, Tyler, with this IMDb shit. 8.2 is huge. I'm kind of glad that Die Hard got that. Fuck. Oh, why couldn't you give me like Trolls or something? I think this is where. Kevin, you know this. Tyler gets sneaky every now and then, and he gets like 1 point differences. And this is like
to make it difficult for us.
He does. That's why I think this is where he's going to start to try and trick me. Because like obviously a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, Mad Max is better than Die Hard." Questionable. I think it's like 8 in IMDb, which is still huge.
So I'm going to go lower.
Locking in lower.
Mm-hmm. Lower is right. You're still alive. See if you can make it all the way to the very end. You're at 40 points on this round so far with one movie left. And that movie is Dune, Part 1.
Dune.
Above or below an 8.1.
I did say lower, Kevin. And as soon as that left my mouth, I was like, fuck. I was like, I thought it was... It's pretty great. Pretty great. Oh, but I know this has like it's like 80 on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's why I'm kind of thinking to go lower. I think it's going to be like 7.9 or 8. Or probably 7.9.
Lock it in lower?
I'm going to go lower.
Lower is correct. You got all the way to the end, an 8.0, 50 points. Retook the lead. You got a 40-point lead now. But it's KMeeks' turn. You can build that back up, go all the way to take the lead if you can ride it all the way to the end. But it's time for you to ride the bus. IMDb edition. Your starting movie, Kevin, is Challengers at a 7.3. You're going to tell me, is Before Sunrise higher or lower?
Okay, I just want this on the record before we get started. I played along in my head with Harry's guesses, and I only answered one of them correctly. So... For the people watching, if there were ever going to be a moment for Harry to run away with this one, I think now could be the time. I just want that out there so people don't think I suck. I don't know about the IMDb ratings, and I just proved it in my head last round. So I just want everybody to feel bad for me is all. Okay. Before Sunrise. Listen, Boyhood was on that last one. What was it? A 7.9 or something? It was pretty high. So I can't imagine people thinking Boyhood is a 7.9 and liking Before Sunrise less than that, and especially considerably less than that, like a 7.2 or lower. Yeah, I don't know. The IMDb is weird, but my gut is telling me higher. So if it's lower, then this really is a stinker for me. I guess I'll go higher.
Higher's right. You got 10 points at least. 10 points so far. Before Sunrise, 8.1. The next film is Past Lives. Is that above or below an 8.1?
Okay. Past Lives was beloved on Letterboxd, and by myself, who gave it 5 stars. But that's beside the point. That's not important. I don't rate things on IMDb, so that doesn't help me at all. My gut is like telling me like newer movies would be lower, but I know that IMDb probably has like a similar vibe to Letterboxd, where like the big movie of the year just gets like a huge bump to start. You know, like Everything Everywhere All at Once was like #1 on Letterboxd for a year or however long that was. So I could see IMDb doing a similar thing. And one thing I remember from when I was growing up is that every movie that made me cry as a kid, like when I would watch movies in high school and cry a lot, I would go on IMDb and they would fucking love that thing. They loved movies that made you cry. So my gut is telling me lower, but my logic is telling me higher. I'm going to go with higher, but I feel like this could be a mistake.
Past Lives is lower, unfortunately. The gut prevailed over the head. Past Lives is 7.8. Next would have been Tar, then First Cow, and then Nope, riding all the way down below. Nope is so low.
I do not understand IMDb ratings.
Yeah.
That whole watching all those go lower is just crazy in my head.
6.8. That's fucked.
Well, there are still 275 points up for grabs in this trivia, and the score is 115 Harry, 85 KMeeks, and there's 500 points total in the game. So we're not even at the halfway point of overall points. So it's a 30-point lead, but it is far from over, far from running away. Honestly, when I was making this, a 30-point lead at this point I was very happy with. You always get worried with trivia that we've seen it before in Trivia 10. Someone runs away with it, and you're like, oh, well, these next rounds don't even matter. But we're going on to the next round, round 5, so 5 of 6. This is Mash the Tomatoes. So we've done Letterboxd, we've done IMDb. Time to do Rotten Tomatoes. Kevin, you're up first. So Harry, take a seat back. And just like we did with those Letterboxd graphs, we got the critics and audience scores and ratings for 5 movies. You got to pair them up, same exact way you just did in the round 3. So we got Malcolm X, Come On, Cure, The Green Ray, and Rebel Without a Cause. And you have the 5 scores there. Go ahead and walk through it, Kevin.
Yeah. So first of all, I think I didn't mean this as a joke, but I think it's a little bit evil that Tyler would put all 5-star movies for me, just like some of my absolute favorites, just to make me feel bad when I get some of these wrong inevitably. But that's, that's part of the game. Okay.
The game.
I'm trying my hard to read the numbers for the reviews on the bottom, which is like a little bit difficult for me to read, but I'm going to try my best to get those as part of my strategy here. I just want to write down all these movies so that I could kind of walk my way through this.
We won't let blurry images change scores or anything. So if you have a question on what any of the numbers say, I absolutely will read them off to you.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Yeah, all of these are kind of the greatest movies ever for people who are watching this and haven't seen any of these. Just want everybody to be aware of that. You're looking at 5 masterpieces here. So, okay. 94s, 93, 93, and 88. I can't even begin to imagine what the one that critics would like less than the rest of these is. Can you just read me the number of critic reviews that all of them have? I can see that the A is like 200 something, but some of them look significantly lower.
Yeah, so the A is 215 reviews. The B, which is the 93% critics, has 61. The C, which is 88% critics, has 76 reviews. D, for 94%, is 63 reviews. And E, that has 93%, has 30 reviews.
Okay. So 30 reviews for me, immediately and it's the only one that's not certified fresh, which is something to keep in mind. Come On has to be certified fresh because it's a newer movie. There's no way people didn't review that in numbers. My thought process for the not certified fresh movie is either that it's The Green Ray, a French film that is criminally underseen, or Rebel Without a Cause because it's the oldest one, but a classic. So it would be weird if they didn't certify fresh Rebel Without a Cause, like American classic. That it would be a little bit strange if they didn't review that in pretty big numbers as well. So that's a little bit helpful. I don't know that the audience reviews are going to help me a lot here. I'm almost inclined to say that the audience would like, I don't know which one they would like the least, actually. Because that 78% is like significantly lower than the rest. And that one has a lot of critic reviews, so that could be Come On. But like, would 200 plus people review Come On? Like, it wasn't that big of a movie. I don't know what, if it's not Come On though, I don't know what 200 plus people would review. Maybe Malcolm X, Spike Lee movie. That's kind of significant, but it's older. Older relative to the modern day is what I mean. But okay. So I got to pick that E, and I think my gut for E is right now telling me the Green Ray, which would make sense that it only has 1,000 ratings audience-wise. However, if I'm not mistaken, that A says it only has 500 ratings from the audience, correct? That is like a low number. Okay. So that throws me off a little bit too, because it has the most critics ratings, but the least audience ratings. Would that be Come On then? I mean, that seems logical, kind of. If it's newer movie, not a lot of reviews from the audience, I guess. I guess that wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so I'll go. I'm honestly surprised that 1,000 people would review the Green Ray, to be real with you. But I guess that makes sense. So I'd go E for the Green Ray, possibly A for Come On, and then don't want to read into the. I'm like reading too much into the numbers too, because I've noticed in the past with this game that sometimes the numbers would like say a very obvious thing and then they would not match up with the movie. So maybe I should spend some time looking at the actual ratings. But the problem is like these are all so positive, so it's kind of really difficult to get a gauge what any of that means. Like the highest audience score here is 91. Would that be? That has 50,000 ratings. Geez. So does B though. B and C have 50,000 ratings. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those is like Cure, for example. Like it seems like audiences would really like Cure. I don't know. Malcolm X, maybe. Oh gosh, this is gonna be scary. I'm either gonna lose a lot of points here or somehow do the same thing I did with that last game and get all 5 right. Okay. Gotta go with the gut here. The gut is telling me that some critics might hate Malcolm X, like a small fraction, but maybe enough to get it down to 88%. I don't know though. Gosh. Okay. That could be Rebel Without a Cause. Fuck. Okay. Oh, like it's an old movie, you know? Like people have had time to review it. People have had time to watch it. They've had fucking 70 years to watch that movie. There's no way it doesn't have at least a few reviews.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's like a masterpiece. As I said before about all of these. That's why I'm like that. That's really what's like getting in my head is like it's so impossible to gauge what people would think about these because I think these are all like the best movies ever. So it's hard. Like when the critics are all giving them 94s and 93s and the audience, I'm like, I don't know what the audience would think because audiences are dumb sometimes. Actually, most of the time. So, okay. Yeah, I guess A wouldn't surprise me if it's Come On, and E really would make sense if it's the Green Ray. So I really just have to kind of assign the rest, and if I'm wrong on those, then I just have to own it, I guess. I just got to deal with it. So, okay. I got to place Rebel Without a Cause. It's either, what are my options? B, C, and D? Yeah, okay. What's D? 85%, 63. D could make sense for Rebel Without a Cause, actually. 94, it's the highest number from critics. I mean, Nicholas Ray, it's a masterpiece. I wouldn't be, 5,000 ratings seems like a decent amount. You know, people have seen it over the years. I could go D for Rebel Without a Cause, perhaps, and then I would be stuck picking between Malcolm X and Cure for B and C, which like feels wrong. But I don't know. I'm just a little bit torn. I'm like not confident that Malcolm X and Cure would be the two most watched movies here from the audiences, but I don't know that it could go any other way. Unless it's Rebel Without a Cause. Because it certainly can't be Come On. I guess it can be Come On. Jeez. Okay. I'm really the only one I'm confident in so far is the Green Ray. I don't think I've locked in a single guess for the rest of them. I'm sorry that this is so difficult.
No.
Okay.
They're all so close. This is fucking.
Yeah,
different.
you know what I mean? Like they're just also positive, and then they're also positive in my head, so it's hard for me to like think about what other people would be thinking
294s,
about.
there's 293s. Like,
Yeah, it's just like, and then the audience. I mean, the 78 from the audience is like really the only like thing that sticks out like crazy, and that really, I don't know if that really gives it much away either, because like I could see audiences being disappointed by a bunch of these movies. Like, why? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't these are all kind of like movies I could see people not liking. And like I said, there's a lot of dumb people out there. Okay. I don't, by the way, I'm sorry if you're watching this and you don't like these movies. I don't mean it with any ill intent.
I do.
Yeah, well, maybe a little bit, but we don't have to tell them that. That could be a behind the scenes conversation.
Come back.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm really just torn between B and C for Cure and Malcolm X, but I really don't feel confident about these other ones. I will say that it's more likely that this is a crazy thought for me to have, but this is just kind of a sad reality. Is like I was like, okay, there might be a good like Malcolm X might get like the little bit of like the racism bump, you know, like people just being like a little bit racist and like giving it a negative rating, but also like I don't know if that really applies because I don't think those people would be watching a movie made for Malcolm X. You know, like I don't think those people would seek that out. So,
it's a good point.
You know, it could really go either way. I'll go maybe Cure C and then Malcolm X B, but that feels a little backwards. Horror is always like a little bit divisive. At least there's always going to be at least like a little bit of an audience who like watches a horror movie, sees that it's horror, and then are disappointed when it doesn't scare them the way they wanted it to. So maybe I should flip those, and then that's going to end up being the one I get wrong, and then I'm really screwed. But yeah, maybe I'll flip those. B for Cure and C for Malcolm X. Gosh, okay. I'm really not confident in any of these, but at this point, I'm taking up too much of your guys' time, and I also am just going to dig myself into a worse hole. So I feel like I just kind of have to do what's best for me here. So I would go in order: Malcolm X, C, Come On, A, Cure, B, The Green Ray, E, and Rebel Without a Cause, D.
I'm locking that in.
I don't feel good about it, but I'll lock it in.
You did well. You got 3 out of 5. So 30 points, 30 points
good.
locked in. You and the Malcolm X Cure helped you. You would have got less points if you didn't do that last second flip, because that was the C. The 2 you got wrong were a Cure was D, and you guessed B, and then the Rebel. So yeah, Rebel Without a Cause and Cure were the 2 that were flipped for you there. But did very well, 30 points, which means we're up to 115 to 115. But so we're tied again, but Harry has a chance to, take the lead back and extend it. So Harry, your turn now with your 5 movies.
Don't give me Nicolas Cage, please. Thank God.
Moneyball, Sing Street, The Shining, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Amadeus. You have the 5 scores there. And again, if you have any questions, I'll happily read the numbers off to you.
Appreciate it. Again, these are all fucking incredible films. I only saw Amadeus for the first time like a couple of weeks ago. All right, let's start from the beginning. Yeah. It's unreal. It is unbelievable. Moneyball. I love Moneyball. Do everyone else love Moneyball? I think it does. I think Moneyball's well beloved. The 100,000 screams that it's going to be a new movie in terms of the audience score. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't. But I think that it's going to be high. I don't think it's going to be the highest. See, I'm thinking in terms of audience score, I don't think the Moneyball will be highest here. But so I think it's going to be like one of the lowest. But in terms of audience score, 84, 86, I'm thinking it's going to be 86% audience score. This is just me. By the way, I've got just when I look down and I'm writing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm thinking it's the 50,000 audience score for 86. So that I'm not locking anything into. I'm thinking Moneyball is E. Sing Street rocks. I love Sing Street. See, this is I feel what you're feeling, Kevin.
These aren't the trend isn't continued, right? These aren't all 5 stars for you, are they?
5-star. I think they're all 5 stars, aren't they?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all 5 stars for both of you.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, if I'm thinking if it's over, see, all being certified kind of hurts as well. Fuck. I'm trying to think of the way to say this. I think that Sing Street is the most like accessible film here, if you know what I mean. That like everyone's gonna love on the same sort of level. So I'm thinking Sing Street is C. I'm thinking. I don't do that much. So I've got E and I got C. I'm not locking anything in, but I'm just like trying to think of. Fuck. The Shining. I love The Shining so much. So I know the Shining is beloved, I'm pretty sure. But I'm thinking that Shining has the most audience scores. I don't see, in terms of audience reviews, I don't see it Moneyball beating it. I don't see, in terms of like number of them, I don't see Moneyball beating it. I don't see Sing Street beating it. I don't see Amadeus beating it at all. And I don't see Kills the Flower Moon beating it. So I'm thinking Shining is B. I'm not happy with that at all, but no, that kind of makes sense. Fuck. This is so stressful, Tyler. Fuck. Kills a Flower Moon. Shit. Because I'm thinking that like critics liked Kills the Flower Moon more than Amadeus, but that would mean that Amadeus has 100,000 audience ratings. Is that real? Is 100,000 like? Is it really that popular? Like, I guess it could be. Like, it does have a lot of cult status, but 100,000 is a lot. It's been out since the 80s. I guess it could. All right, I'm locking in for The Shining. I'm locking in B, squaring that off. That's done. Then I'm locking in Sing Street because they're the most similar for C. This is gonna wreck me. See, Killers of the Flower Moon, critically beloved, but audience, not as many people love it. I know there's a bit of a discourse. I love Killers of the Flower Moon, obviously, so I'm thinking that's D, but that means 2,500. But it is a very long film. Amadeus, does 100,000 people really review Amadeus? I hope they do. I'm going to look in Moneyball for E. So far I've got 1, 2, 3 is ECB. And then I'm just... My gut is saying Kills the Flower Moon's D and Amadeus is A. But like the audience number score is wrecking me here. I'm going to flip a coin. For heads is I go for D for 4. Heads. Okay. 1 to 4, 1 to 5. E, C, B, D, A.
Locking it in.
Yeah.
Very well done. Perfectly done. 50 points. It seemed like even without the coin flip, the Killers, Flower Moon being D was where your mind was leaning anyways. So the coin was a good confirmation there.
It's just the audience number scores. That was the one that I was like, but again, like trust your gut sort of thing. But the audience, 100,000 people. Good.
Both of you did very well. The fact that 50 and a third, because like KMeeks noted, these are all 5-star films for both of you in terms of like each of your turns. And then the ratings are very similar on all these from critics and audience. You really had to pick and prod this apart. But extends the lead there. Harry's at 165, KMeeks at 115, and we still have 225 points up for grab in this trivia. So still anyone's game at this point going into round 6, which is the real reveal, where we have the good old game we love. But instead of 50 points total, it's 75 points total. We have 3 rounds that we're going to be playing. So you each have 3 different movies. So categories are the same exact ones as the last round, with the director, lead actor, actress, second build actor, third build actor, writer, cinematographer, release year, number of words and title, genres, production studios, duration, number of Oscar nominations, Letterboxd average, your Letterboxd score, your most recent date watched, and the IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes information. The only difference is some of the score values have been shifted, changed around, tweaked to add up to 75 now and weight things a little bit differently. But we're going KMeeks first. You're in the hole right now. You got to make up some points. We got 3 rounds of this total for a total of 225 points up for grabs still.
So this is the last round?
Yeah, but there's 3. There's going to be 3 each. 3 guesses each.
Cool.
Yeah, the 50-point lead's not pretty, I'll be honest. But and I've seen Harry play this game. And, I was shaking in my boots when I watched him play. I said this to multiple people before recording. I didn't know how many points this final round would be, this specific game would be. But after I saw Harry play this game, I was like, if I don't get the points early, I might be fucked. And I didn't get the points early, so I got to perform here is what I'm learning.
No, you're fucking amazing at this, Kevin. Go.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to switch up my strategy from what it has been because I don't know any other way to play this game, which means I need to get release year off the board. So let's take that 5 points off and work from there.
Release year off the board for 5 points, 1981.
Okay. That
1981
would be really helpful if I can just learn a little bit about this movie. I don't know what that little bit would be, but
okay. You got it off 1981. I swear to God, I'd fly to anywhere you are right now.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't have that many movies watched in the year 1981. Although I couldn't, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you one of them is the problem. I need I need something to go with it. I can't just listen. I don't have the greatest memory, so making it to the championship is an achievement on its own. I don't really know how I did that with how little information
neither do I.
Up in my head. I forget things very fast. So okay. Would it be crazy if I did my Letterboxd rating and the average rating and pieced it together from there rather than doing people involved in the movie? Or would it be smarter? Is third build actor 6 points? Or is that an 8? That's 6,
That's
right?
A 6.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Okay. So third build actor is worth the same amount of points as if I did the Letterboxd stuff. And those kind of seem, I mean, the other small point stuff is just not going to get me the movie. That's the truth in my head. Genre actually could help, but I think I would need to know something else first. And here's what I'm worried about is that I've seen Harry play this game and go the cinematographer route, which is something that I can't do. I know cinematographers, but I can't just like name the movies they've done off the top of my head. My brain doesn't work like that. And because that's 5 points and I know you can do release year and then cinematographer and just pick it off, I feel like I have to go for something less than cinematographer before I jump to third build actor. So for 3 points, I would like to know my Letterboxd rating.
Your Letterboxd score for 3 points is a 4.5.
Well, that's good then. That's good.
Yeah. That could be most of the movies I've seen from the year 1981. I don't know that I've rated a movie from 1981 lower than 4.5 stars. Except for maybe Ordinary People. Did that come out that year? That's the movie that I had in my head. Somebody watching this could fact check me. I don't think that's 1981. But okay. Yeah, I mean, it was a bold move to go for Letterboxd score. I was hoping maybe I'd get a 5-star and be able to just like kind of pick it off like that, but that's not what happened here. So I think I'm just gonna have to get some kind of other information and do a little bit of praying that Harry is I don't know, something bad happens to you, maybe an injury on the court.
Yeah, it's the knee. It's the knee.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm torn between like genre to try to give it one more shot before I lose double the points for third build, or if I should just go third build and kind of maybe know the movie. Okay. Wow. Director 17 points is kind of crazy, but I guess
that's nuts. Yeah.
I don't even want to touch that. That's like director 17 points is like waving the white flag. That's like this game is over and I don't even want to win anymore. Okay. Wow, 4.5 stars from 1981. Is 1981 the year that Possession came out? I gave that 5 stars though. That doesn't matter. 1981 is Possession year, I think. Maybe that's probably not true. I actually was talking to Owen today, and I said that, and I was confident that Terminator came out in 1981, but then he corrected me. It was 1984, so I know it's not Terminator. That narrows it down to a number of other movies.
Did they like prep you for this? That's hilarious.
No. We were talking about it on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go third build and pray that I get a miracle here. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Third build actor for this movie is John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. Could this possibly be? This be Blowout, perhaps? Did that movie come out in 1981? Gosh, if only I knew anything about movies. Okay. I feel like it. You know what? Oh gosh, I hate myself. That's just like the movie that popped into my head immediately, and it could just be so wrong. Like I'm so confident it could be so wrong, but in my head, like my brain, I'm thinking about the lead. I'm getting sweaty. I know I need to pull off some kind of miracle, and I feel like it just makes more sense to guess early. And if I lose the points, it could only get worse, right? Like the lead can only grow. So I am going to guess Blowout, the Brian De Palma movie.
Mm-hmm. That is the correct answer. Blowout is right. So 61 points is what you get for that one with John Lithgow, and the very much correct. It is Blowout. So you've taken the lead, but obviously now Harry, gets to go this round and try and take it back from you. So it's 176 to 165 now with Harry's turn for his round one movie. So Harry, board's yours.
Tyler, cinematographer being 5 points, I feel is targeted. All right, I'm just putting that out there. I'm giving you a signal that is targeted, but I will still take it. Give me cinematographer, please. Shout out to George for also being a cinematographer, little freak like me.
Cinematographer 5 points. Philippe Rousselot. Probably butchered that, but it seems right off the tongue.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fuck. I wish it was like going to be. Oh no. Did the Serpent's Kiss? Did Diva? I'm not going to know it off that, to be honest. Give me Ryder.
Ryder for 7 points. Shane Black and Anthony Bagarozzi.
Oh, it's gotta be nice guys. It's gotta be nice guys. Could be. I'm not sure if Felipe did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm pretty sure he did Nice Guys. And I know Shane Black wrote that, and it's definitely not Predator. The Predator. How many points did Kevin get in the first round?
So right now he got 61. You're at 63 right now. So you have 2 points.
Yes, 2 points to spare.
And I didn't say it out loud, but you both assumed, which is correct. If you guess it and you get it wrong, it's a 5 point deduction. So 5 points.
I'm guessing like the 3 rounds is the same, right? Like
Yep, all the point values are the same, all 75 points total.
Because I want to be a bit fun here, Tyler, because I know you've done all this effort. Give me numbers of words in the title, because I'm thinking it's the Nice Guys. I'm not too sure, because it could be Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So if it's 3, then it's the Nice Guys. Nice Guys.
3 points. Nice Guys?
Yeah.
That is correct. Nice Guys.
You, Ash.
Good job.
61 points. So tied for this round, but just like we did in the last round, it's going to go back to Harry for round 2 for you to go through your movie first. You're starting off with the lead here. Board is back to you.
Give me cinematographer, please, Tyler.
Cinematographer, Stephen H. Barum.
Okay. That could be so many. So he did like Hoffa. He did like, this could be Untouchables. This could be Untouchables, Tyler. Oh, he also worked with Francis. Give me the writer.
The writer for 7 points, Brian De Palma and David Cope.
Oh. What's the Brian De Palma film they did? Oh my god. Oh, it's Untouchables. Untouchables was Brian De Palma, wasn't it? Am I fucking insane? Oh my god, I'm having a mental break here, Kevin. I'm about to have a bloody brain aneurysm.
Listen, not prying on anything, but that certainly would give me a little bit of an advantage here. I feel like Dirk playing against the Heat, dude.
Hey, after this we can be boys, but
yeah.
During. Wait, okay. So Stephen did Untouchables, and I'm pretty sure, like, the Untouchables is a De Palma film, right? Like, this is where anyone watching this at home, they're probably screaming at the screens. It's fucking different when you're on the stage. Untouchables.
Untouchables is incorrect. Incorrect. So 5-point deduction. Down to 58 for this round so far. Not the Untouchables.
Okay. The Russian is cut. Oh my god. Is this oh my. Oh my god, is this fucking Mission Impossible? This is Mission Impossible. This is Mission Impossible, Kevin. This is Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. Yeah.
It is not Mission Impossible. 5 more points deducted. Down to 63 for this round.
I'm going to be honest.
You really don't want to get more clues.
I thought for sure it was Mission Impossible. I thought I was screwed there.
It is not Mission Impossible.
Fuck. The Russian is cut. Give me release year.
The release year was 1998.
Wow. Let's see, I'm thinking it's Snake Eyes, but wait, in terms of writer, are you talking about screenplay or story as well? Because screenplay with Snake Eyes is just David.
It's just, I pulled the information from IMDb, so it's just the accredited writers on IMDb.
Damn, I didn't think Snake Eyes because I think Brian also worked on the fucking. Man, losing points in a Nick Cage film. Don't see that much. Because I'm a Nick Cage fan, by the way, Kevin. Big fan.
As am I.
Now you got me. I don't know if Stephen probably did that. He worked with the department on a lot. Snake Eyes 98. Snake Eyes, please.
Snake Eyes is correct. Snake Eyes is the right answer. 48 points is what you get in this one. A little harmonious. You were asking for Nick Cage questions like 3 times in this, and I give you one, and that's the one that stumps you the most.
I know that it's probably just because like IMDb lists them both as because they're both story by, but I know that that's written by David. But yeah, cool. No, we're good. That makes sense.
Yep. So 48 is what you get for that round. So opens the door a little bit for Kevin. Kevin, you're still going to definitely have to be on your A game for sure in the next 2 rounds. So we're going to go back to back for you. And then Harry, your final round is going to be the very last thing of this trivia. But yeah, there's one of those things like Stephen Barrum and Brian De Palma work together a lot. Didn't know that going into this. I just looked up this movie and picked it. And then I guess I was like, oh shit, I guess they work together a lot. So it's more difficult than I thought it'd be. Just a happy little.
I was convinced it was Untouchables. Damn it. And then it just threw me. Well done.
Next. So now, Kevin, you got back to back to try and keep eating into this lead because Harry right now has 274 points and you have 176 with the opportunity to get up to 150 if you're able to guess these without any points off the board. But obviously you're going to have to do that. So where are you going to start here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to need a bit of a miracle still, but I definitely got a little bit of a cushion there. I think I still similar strategy both rounds. I could maybe get lucky. I'm still pretty confident in release year first, but I might have to do smaller points just to keep this competitive. But I'll start with release year still.
Starting with release year for 5 points, you got 2011.
Okay. Seen a lot of movies in 2011.
I love Kevin.
They definitely put him out that year. That's for sure. Okay. Let's go with Can I get I was about to say Letterboxd average, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, let's go Letterboxd average for 3 points.
Letterboxd average. Very different strategies between two of you. 3 points, 3.4 is the average.
Okay. Movie from 2011. People sort of like. I'm
big fan of you, Kevin. Big fan of
you. Listen, I'm putting my cards on the table here. I feel like I need a miracle and I need to try to like do something crazy. And if I get the guess wrong, it really doesn't set me back any further than I'm already set back. So I'm just gonna kind of throw out a prayer and hope that I don't believe in God. Sorry for people who do, but I hope he's on my side right now. I hope he's around. Let's go 2011 movie, 3.4 average. Let me guess Crazy Stupid Love.
It is not Crazy Stupid Love.
If you got that, Kev, that is Tyler's clip of the century.
I figured. Okay. Yeah, give me third build actor. Let's try again.
Third build actor is Anna Hutchinson.
Be so honest to Miss Anna Hutchinson. I want to be as kind as possible when I say this. I'm not familiar with your work. Not familiar with your work. I'm sorry, Anna. So that did not help me at all.
No, I've got no idea who she is either.
Okay.
You're not alone.
I don't really know what piece of information would help me here other than something for even more points than what I've already guessed. Because any of like this supplemental stuff, now my head is just at a 2011 movie with Anna Hutchinson in it. I don't know who that is. So that really is not going to be super beneficial here. I'm like scared to ask for second build actor now too, because that's like the next lowest big piece of information, but I don't know who Anna Hutchinson is. So who's to say that I would know who whatever random person pops up under second build? But I mean, I got to do something. And it's certainly not cinematographer. Listen, watching Harry do that stuff, it's like, it's like watching somebody do brain surgery. Like, I'm like, how is this happening that you just know?
I can't do geography though. I'm awful at geography.
I'm great at geography. So there we go. Maybe we'll have to meet up for some GeoGuessr instead of this.
That'd be great.
Okay. let's go with second build. Let's see if there's something there.
Mhm. Second build actor for 8 points, Chris Hemsworth.
Anna Hutchinson in a Thor movie? There's no way that the third build actor in a Thor movie is someone named Anna Hutchinson. What else would Chris Hemsworth be in? Jeez, this is like the flop of a century. Gosh, Chris Hemsworth? Oh, I mean, what else would have come out that year except for like Thor? Gosh. I really haven't seen Chris Hemsworth in a lot of movies. I'm sure this is a different movie. This is obviously not Thor, but unless it really is Thor, and then I look like an even bigger asshole. But I imagine I've seen Chris Hemsworth in a movie that I'm just forgetting, like some smaller movie before MCU stuff. Geez, I mean, beats me, to be honest. I don't like. Do I even make an attempt at a lower point? My Letterboxd score, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Your Letterboxd score for 3 points is a 3.
Jeez, none of this is helping me right now. This is like the most like mid-random movie, and it's a movie I don't like that much, that other people don't like that much, that stars an actor who I don't really care about, that came out 10 years ago in a year that has a bunch of movies I've seen. I just don't even know where I could possibly. Oh man. Yeah, it's time. It looks like it's time to wave the white flag. I made it this far. Give me director. If I don't get it here, you might as well just tell me the answer, and I'll go for 0.
Director, Drew Goddard.
Oh gosh, that fucking loser. What? Oh god, Drew Goddard.
Fucking loser.
I know who this guy is. I literally, if you asked me right now to name one of his movies, I couldn't tell you.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. This is just an all-time fumble. Can I just can I just take a 10-point consolation and you just tell me the answer, just so I don't get 0?
No, I'm gonna push you. You can pick.
Oh gosh. Okay, give me lead actor, I guess.
Lead actor, Kristen Connolly.
Oh, what?
Drew Goddard. Who the fuck is this guy? I really didn't plan this to be a big gotcha one. I just think it's just one of those things that.
No, I know. I mean, listen, on a different day, this would come to me immediately. But I literally cannot name a Drew Goddard movie to save my life right now.
To be completely honest, the way I did these for both of you is I just scrolled through your Letterboxd on random and just pick 3 movies, and then that's how we get it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's
with the whole Harry and
strategy for sure. I just don't.
Yeah, with the Harry and the cinematographer Snake Eyes, how he was oh, they've done. I was that was a happy coincidence. I just scrolled through.
Yeah, that was fucked.
But yeah.
I guess my most recent date watched. I'm not even. Sure.
I reckon go genre.
Yeah, sure. Go genre, I guess.
Horror mystery thriller.
Oh my God, Drew Goddard did A Cabin in the Woods. Jeez, I knew him from somewhere.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
tough break. No the genre was the unlocking one for sure on that one. Anna Hutchinson, by the way, that was her debut film, and since then she was in 10 other movies that are all 3.0s on IMDb. So, yeah, I mean, obviously I won't say the name, but there's obviously a big name actress that comes at the end of the movie, but they're not going to be billed there because that would kind of give away the reveal, I guess. But yeah, so Anna Hutchinson's done a bag of nothing since that debut. Unfortunate. Got 15 on that one. The genre really was the one I thought would help get you in the right headspace. But yeah,
I'm not sure if I got genre earlier than the information I got later, it would have helped much. I would have still had to get to the Chris Hemsworth stage to even do anything with it.
For sure, which is already the point where you're kind of eating into the points.
That was at the point where I already was screwed. So.
Yeah, I think for me personally, genre and second build actor would be the only 2 that would unlock that for me based on that information. But you have one more round left. Let's redeem yourself. Let's end on a high note. KMeeks, come on.
Yeah, I got to put on a show for the people. They watch me for this long. I can't have them hating me now. Let's go release here. Let's see what we can do here.
We got a 2012.
2012, of course.
Movies were made that year.
What came out the year after The Cabin in the Woods? Okay.
The sequel.
All right. I mean, listen, you just because it failed me last time, not doing it earlier. Let's start with genre now, I guess, and maybe my brain will approach it differently.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, why not try new strategies?
At this point, we're just having fun, you know.
Yeah, comedy, drama, romance.
Oh, a rom-com from 2012. This couldn't be Stuck in Love, could it? No, I mean, that's 2014, I think. No, it might be 2012 actually. 2014 is The Fault in Our Stars, I believe, and Josh Boone directed both of those, so he couldn't have directed two movies that came out the same year, could he have? I don't know, maybe. Shout out Josh Boone, legendary Nets player, also the name of a director, apparently.
I thought you were about to say they're the same person.
No, that would be sick. That's the joke I always make, is that they are the same person. They are not, though.
I'm Australian. I don't watch any of those sports, so I was just like, oh wow, that guy's multi-talented.
No, that'd be sick if he just played for the Nets and then went on to direct The Fault in Our Stars of all movies.
Mad. Subbing in today is Steven Spielberg.
Okay. Ooh. I mean, yeah, for some reason, that's where my head goes immediately. Can I go my Letterboxd score?
Your Letterboxd score is a 4.0.
Oh, that did not help me. Stuck in Love, I have at a 4.5, I believe, unless I lowered it.
Well, that helps you then. It eliminated that.
Yeah, well. Oh, comedy, drama, romance, 2012, that I like. I like most rom-coms. You don't really have to do much to impress me. And there's hot people on screen. Like, what's there not to like? Let's go with, I guess, same strategy again. Third build actor, you know?
Don't sit
Third build actor.
Cinematographers for a rom-com, you couldn't even begin to.
Yeah, that's probably
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. This is like young Adam Driver, is it not? Oh man, what was he doing back then? Oh, he's the. Oh my God, this is the Daniel Radcliffe movie. Oh gosh, what's the name of that one? Oh, no, this can't be that movie. I wouldn't have given that a 4.0. Adam Driver? Oh my gosh. It's good that these points don't matter anymore, because now I don't have to feel bad about how many hints I'm asking for. In the other games, when it was close, I was trying so hard to pick the small points. I could just do big points now, you know? I guess second build actor. I'm thinking of that Daniel Radcliffe movie in my head, but that's not it.
Second build actor, Mickey Sumner. Apologies to Mickey. I'm personally not familiar with her game, but.
Oh, this is like an all-time bad beat for me, dude. This is like tearing both my ACLs at the same time. This is like brutal.
I reckon you can get it with Ryder.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh gosh, no, because then it's even more embarrassing when I don't. But if Harry's egging me on, let's have fun. Give me
I just think you would be able to. Yeah, I think you.
I think you know. I won't say anything. I think you should get it here. Try to go with Noah Baumbach.
This isn't. It's Adam Driver and Francis Ha. I haven't seen a lot of Noah Baumbach movies. Is it Francis Ha?
It is Francis Ha.
Okay.
So yeah. Big thing there would just be remembering Adam Driver's in Francis Ha, but
yeah, I couldn't. I got that for a second, and then I was like, oh yeah, because he's third build, I guess.
So 43 is what you got there. You end your score today at 234. So of course Harry will be the season 2 victor, but little victory lap, Harry. Maybe try something different, or try and run up the score as much as you can, or try whatever you want here. But this is your final.
Might as well let me go and warm up for next season, right? I mean,
yeah.
Is there any tiles that haven't been flipped that you want flipped, Tyler? Because I know you worked on this.
I mean, no one's ever gotten IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes score.
Hey, bring him on, man.
It's got a 7.2 on IMDb and 84 critics and 50. That's kind of telling information, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
So high critics Rotten Tomatoes, low audience, but the IMDb is still about. I feel like 7's like average for IMDb.
Give me cinematographer, Tyler, please.
Enough of the games. Back to strategy. Andrew Lesney.
Oh man, he's Australian. So thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. A little bit of diversity.
Again,
didn't
know.
No, you did. No, well done, Tyler.
And looking at that name, I wouldn't have guessed that's Australian.
Yeah.
Man, he did Lotta, but I don't think it's gonna be that high. Give me a release year, Tyler, please.
This movie was released in 2005.
Okay, So it's not Lotta. Okay. He worked with Peter Jackson a lot. So I'm thinking maybe King Kong. Give me third build actor, and if it's Jack Black, we're good.
Third build actor for 6 points is Adrian Brody.
Yeah, it's King Kong.
Yep, Jack Black was technically second build in that according to the cast list, but yep, you still got you there with Adrian Brody. King Kong is correct. So you end your championship victory here with 332 points to give you the crown as a season 2 victor of the Trivia 10. A great final game that's feature film length in length. And I would say for Kevin, the thing you can hang your hat because you went into the final 3 rounds low, like in a deficit. I would have been like the most upset if I were in your shoes would be like if you still lost, but like less than the deficit you had going into it. So it's like you won the final 3 rounds. So at least you can hang your hat on that. But wire to wire, Harry with 120 flipped his coin way to the 1 seed and ran all the way to the championship. So somehow this bracket ended up being pretty chalky in terms of the seeds going all the way through. But Harry, you carried the pressure throughout it all. How do you feel getting the championship win in season 2?
I think the real champion here, Tyler, is you for creating all this. This is incredible. Like, I don't know about you, Kev. I'm fatigued as hell. That was a marathon. I was like, that last round, I was just like, 2005. I feel great. Thank you so much for having me on. Kevin, you're a monster, man. Love to have you on my podcast. Sorry to promote that.
I would love to join. No, you can plug it all you want. You won the championship.
But no, I appreciate you for having me on, Tyler. This was like an incredibly fun time. My whole workplace is following it. I've got my mum following it. She loves you. It's hilarious. She like we did a Boyhood episode. I'm like, oh, I'm having Tyler on. She's like, oh my god, I like him. So just back off there, Tyler. But no, like this was great. Thank you for everyone. And yeah, that's for Australia.
Kevin, how you feel? Unfortunately came up short, but you improved tenfold over your season 1 performance. You know, you made the playoffs last time, made it all the way to the championship this time in a longer playoff bracket. You know, you going to call your shot and say championship or bust next season? Gonna Edmonton Oilers call it, or what? How you feeling?
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to get too cocky after what I just put on, but and I set my bar. I kind of prepared myself before recording, and I was like, if I lose, I'm going to be a little bit okay with it after watching what Harry's been able to do, and he did it again in the championship. So you know, he's awesome and clearly very good at trivia. And I got to hit the books a little bit. If anything, I'm a little bit disappointed I couldn't put on a better show for the people. I wish it would have been closer for them, but I know, you know, I obviously want to give Tyler as much love as possible too. This is like truly the most fun thing I've ever participated in 100%. On the internet. And like, I look forward to this every single time. And I hope that people are enjoying and would like to see me back on season 3 because this is fun and I like doing it. And you know what? I tried my hardest and it's not over. I've been in the playoffs both times. Yep. I'm going to keep going, you know?
No, well, you definitely put on a great show. Like I said, this was a 500-point trivia match and going into the final round is within like 50 points, I think it was. Whereas, you know, when you it easily could have been someone had a 120-point lead where it's like, you don't even have to try. So very happy with how this turned out. Of course, if you're a fan of the Trivia 10, please leave a like on this video, comment, share it around. This is feature film length. Like this could get nominated for Oscars at this point. We're at about 90 minutes. We'll see how much I edit it down. But everyone I talked to on like Discord and stuff is all like, don't edit it down. We like the longer you like playing along. So we might just leave it at a 90-minute video. But please subscribe, comment, share it around. But thank you too for participating this season. Harry, the champion. So now I have Doug in season 1, Harry in season 2. But the Trivia 10 will return, end it with a little MCU note in season 3 on August 13th, 2024. Season 3 kicks off for the Trivia 10. So be ready, mark your calendars, be subscribed, and we will see both these gentlemen back along with a slew of other candidates trying to get the belt in season 3. Thank you for watching, and we will see you then. Peace.